like to eat. I also like to watch TV. So what happens when food and television converge? Well, the answer is quite simple. You get a fat, lonely dude on the internet giving you his opinions on different celebrity chefs using a hypothetical scenario in which he imagines himself getting invited to eat at their restaurants and homes and ranking them on a tier list, while also doing bad stand-up comedy. Because that's exactly what everyone needed on this gorgeous Friday afternoon, right? How often am I to eat the celebrity chef's food tier list maker? Just rolls right off the tongue. So as you can see, we have lots of different celebrity chefs here. Most of them from TV, some from YouTube shows as well, some from TikTok. But there's a good healthy amount on here, lots of variety. So let's get it started here. First up, we got Rachel Ray. Now here's the thing with Rachel Ray. I know she's kind of a basic bitch. Okay, Rachel Ray, she hails from the planet Caucasian. We all know that. But Rachel Ray was my gateway into loving food, loving celebrity food culture. 30-minute meals, that was my fucking jam back in the day. The OGs know about that. 30-minute meals, that's what I'm all about. Rachel Ray's awesome, man. She's just climbing that corporate ladder, man. She's a mainstream certified badass. Like, you can call her as, you know, basic plain Jane as you want, but she's fucking got it. She's fucking got it. Alex Gornishelli, Food Network favorite, of course. Here's the thing with Alex, okay? Her restaurant's name is Butter. And that's just objectively a great name because butter makes everything better. So based on that, I mean, I'm going pretty often. I'm not going every single day, maybe once a week. It's like a Sunday supper sort of thing. You get that nice end of the week meal. Maybe it's a Friday night. You've had a long week at work. You just want to chill out. You just want to stuff butter in your face because that's the sort of animal that you are. Alex is good for that. I approve. Kat Cora. Kat Cora likes to eat because she's a chef. But it just so happens that her favorite thing to eat also happens to be her first name. She was on Stars on Mars, and they did this little segment where they were like, what's the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself? It's a bunch of washed up celebrities, right? What's the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself? And she brazenly, over the intercom, says, craziest thing I've heard about myself is that I'm straight. As though your fucking Karen haircut didn't already tell us that. But I do like Southern cooking. I do love fried chicken. I do love a good peach cobbler. That's my jam, you know? So I'm going once a week. Josh Elkin. R.I.P. Epic Mealtime. Honestly, I mean, it's not really dead. It's on life support, but you know, Josh Elkin was the man back in the day. Now he's got that exclusive deal with Snapchat. He's absolutely killing it on TikTok. He's doing his thing, you know? I think with Josh, like, I wouldn't try his stuff that often because some of it is just a little too food talk centric. Like, it's taking weird combinations of stuff. It's taking Doritos and mac and cheese and fried chicken and biscuits and ice cream and somehow making that all work together, you know? Oreo pancakes, Oreo cinnamon rolls, Oreo tacos. I imagine he's really a fan of Oreo. Yeah, I would go probably once a month. He seems like the kind of guy that I would just want to hang out with, you know? He's a sneakerhead, he's into rap, like, you know, we got a lot in common, but that's the thing, right? I would probably only go once a month just to hang out. Not so much for the food, to be honest. Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay is the most basic ass bitch next to Rachel Ray, all right? They're basically brother and sister in that sense. Bobby Flay, you know, everyone knows him. He's a popular fella in the Food Network circuit. I think just because his stuff is so approachable, but it's not really that good. You know, it's very, very basic. He doesn't really try to make it stand out at all. It's stuff that I could cook. It's stuff that I think I could top. I could probably beat Bobby Flay if I really wanted to. But that's not the point here, right? It's about his presentation, him being able to sell the idea that you want to come to his restaurant and try what he's creating for you. And on that sense, I think I would try it just out of curiosity, just because I'm so infatuated with the fact that he was married to Stephanie March, of all people. Who you don't know if Stephanie March is, she played Alex on Law & Order SVU. And let me tell you something about Alex. Boy, oh boy, did Alex do shit, okay? That joke is only gonna like work for like 3 people who watch this video who actually understand the context to that. But it's a perfect if you know situation, right? But yeah, I would try it once out of curiosity just to see how this absolute buffoon of a man was able to rizz up Stephanie fucking March. Alton Brown. Okay, this is gonna be controversial, but I despise Alton Brown. That's not me exaggerating for the sake of the video or the character. This is just straight up me, NVG Nick, saying publicly on the internet that Alton Brown can suck my dick. Here's the thing, all right, that I don't like about Alton Brown, is that he made food into science. And that doesn't work with me. Food is art first and foremost, just like music or TV or writing or comedy. It's a form of expression. It's a form of indulgence that you present your feelings, your morals, your creativity out into the world for other people to enjoy. It is not this formula where there has to be exact amounts, exact proportions of each specific ingredient to make things objectively the same every single time. And he basically formulated this mindset into the hearts of so many people when he was coming up in the late 90s, early 2000s, that that's what food is. Let's take all the creativity, all the imagination, all the joy out of cooking and make it as objective and sterile as possible. Not to mention, once he said he doesn't like shopping at grocery stores because he sees how other people shop and it makes him so depressed he just leaves his basket in the middle of the aisle and just walks out. And as someone who works at a grocery store, people who leave their baskets in the middle of the aisle and just walk out are some of the most annoying and insufferable people on this fucking planet. So yeah, I would never, ever, 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 ever give him the satisfaction of even remotely thinking that I'm going to put anything that he's created into my face hole. Michael Smith. This dude. Michael Smith is awesome. All right, he hosted this show called Chef at Home. It was a Canadian show. He's essentially, if the word namaste was personified, because he is a hippie, dippy, man bun wearing motherfucker. And I kind of love him, honestly. You know, his approach is simple. It's like, down to earth, farm to table, organic kind of stuff. There's really nothing wrong with that. He cooks for his family. Nothing wrong with that. Ina Garden. Dude, 1000%, I'm trying everything that she's making, and I'm hanging out with her every day. Not because necessarily she's the best cook on this list, but because her industry connections have propelled her to hang out with some of the most influential celebrities of all time. Like, she's just hanging out with Taylor Swift. Just hanging out with Tay-Tay right there. What the fuck, Ina? Where's my invitation? There's also an episode of her show where, I shit you not, she hosts this like charity event, and the 2 special headlining celebrities that all these women pay an exorbitant amount of money to have lunch with are Alec Baldwin and Mariska Hargitay. And I just love that that exists. Don't ask me how I know what Mariska Hargitay's favorite food is, because I know what the answer is. Next up, Marco Pierre White. Now this guy If you've never heard of Marco Pierre White, you obviously have not done your homework, because he's basically the originator of what the celebrity chef is, right? He had a couple cooking shows in Britain. This dude will fuck you up over the head. You think Gordon Ramsay's intense? This dude is so much more. Bro, this dude will literally sling a pot of boiling water at your head because your matchstick carrots are not the exact same size every time. Like, this dude gets fucking intense. It's crazy. So I wouldn't go every day, but just to see the spectacle of it, you gotta go at least once a month to keep yourself informed, you know? This picture is basically like if Jim Morrison was a chef, and it's just, the aesthetic is so fucking fire, honestly. And speaking of Gordon Ramsay, we got Gordon Ramsay. Now here's the thing, right? Am I going to be the asshole, the contrarian that I am, and say that Gordon Ramsay doesn't deserve the top tier slot? No, of course not. Because I have had some wild, insane takes that people have hated me for over the years. I've been doing this a long time, guys. I have seen my fair share of hate in this universe. But let me tell you something. Gordon Ramsay has earned his stripes. Babish, my boy. Listen, Babish is someone who I respect a lot. I do respect Babish a lot. But you know what the problem is with Babish? He is what we call black apron cooking. The hipster, Williamsburg-esque, sort of bearded bald dude who's really into the fresh organic stuff and like fermentation. Everything's wood. Babish has so much wood, it's insane. But let me tell you, I would go just so I could appear on his channel. Because if you get that Babish cosign, you are locked in for life, dude. That man has built a fucking empire on YouTube from the ground up. It's crazy. Would I really want to go and try his food? Not really, because it's not really stuff that, you know, I couldn't make myself. But just to be in that atmosphere, 10 million subscribers, you're fucking outrageous if you're thinking otherwise. Richard Blaze. My boy, Richard Blaze, bro. I'm eating it every single day. I said this in the last tier list, but burgers, oh, one of my all-time favorites. And this dude hosted a show called Burger Lab back in the day. Shout out if you remember Burger Lab, bro. That is like a cooking show deep cut that I think one person outside of me knows. And I think it's Richard Blaze is the only other person that knows about Burger Lab. But let me tell you something. The burgers this man was crafting week after week after week. Oh my God, it did not stop. The innovation, the creativity, absolutely mind-blowing. If you're a burger junkie, it's no question. Teeny's an absolute rock star. Like, she is literally carrying the entire Bite channel right now. If not for her, that Bite channel would be sinking faster than the fucking Titanic. Let me tell you something, brother. Teeny, she ain't teeny. Not in flavor, not in personality. I don't have a third one. I was stalling. I was trying to come up with something. This is why I don't do live stand-up. I would bomb so hard. They'd have to call me. Well, this is why I don't do it. You'll never know if that was a pre-planned bit or if I actually didn't have something to say. Ming Tsai. Ming Tsai, he's my Asian brother from another mother. Let me tell you something about Ming Tsai. This dude is so excited to eat everything that he makes. And that's the beauty of it, right? Because if one of these people, if they never eat what they actually make, then you get suspicious. You're like, oh, is it really even that good, right? Or are they just doing it for the camera? But Ming Tsai, on multiple occasions, has had a bite in one hand and then a bite in the other hand like it's nothing, right? I mean, you don't see many fat Asians out there, but Ming is one of them. And let me tell you, once you watch his show, you'll never forget it. Because this man could rival some of those competitive eaters the way he's just shoveling food in his mouth day after day. I love it. He's absolutely going top tier because Asian food is the absolute best. Brian Lagerstrom. Okay, this guy kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. I ain't gonna cap with you guys. Just because his whole bit is like he loves bread and pizza. Listen, I also like bread if it's green, but after a while, the process of baking bread it gets a little old. I'm not gonna lie. And pizza's fire, of course. Everyone knows that pizza's awesome. But listen, you gotta diversify a little bit here, Brian. You gotta come up with some more creativity, okay? Alvin Zhu. Okay. All right. You want to talk about creativity? Want to talk about the art of cooking? Dude, this man will have you orgasming at his food, bro. It's so sensual. His videos, they make him look so sexy. Like you just want to take it out to a nice dinner, right? Beautiful. Gorgeous. Put some lingerie on that burger, baby, because that is one I'm about to fucking smash. Christine Ha. Christine Ha is like the Stevie Wonder of chefs. I like Stevie Wonder. Mike G. He's kind of like a Babish type. Again, that Black Apron cooking, you know, he's doing the sort of fermenting and the home DIY project, sourdough. You know, all those buzzwords that make you just sound like a douche when you go to cook. I like Mike G, but again, kind of like a Brian Lagerstrom. I'm not gonna like go out of my way to, you know, try it. It's fine. Marcus Samuelson. Okay. All right. Marcus Samuelson, bro. One of my all-time favorites. Like, again, I'm just laying it out here. Marcus is so underrated, bro. Everything that he makes just looks so good. It doesn't matter what cuisine he's doing, what country he's drawing inspiration from, what food item it is. This man has the majestic power to make it look like the greatest thing you've ever seen with your own two eyes. And I've seen August Ames' tits before, so that's saying a fucking lot. Let me just say one thing about Marcus. He's gotten such a good rep when it comes to his celebrity endorsements. The man has cooked for President Barack Obama and his wife on multiple occasions. That's how you know he's doing something good. Here's a joke for all the kiddos out there. What's President Obama's favorite flavor of yogurt? Mixed berry. Emma. Just Emma. Someone so good. Someone so iconic. Like Cher or Madonna. You only need one word to describe her. And let me tell you something. You can put anybody against her for the title of the ultimate TikTok wifey, but you will lose. Because Emma, say it with me now, is the ultimate TikTok wifey. CIB's hometown hero, Michigan man, let me tell you. I love CIB's, man. He's so wholesome. He's so cool. Now, he, on the other hand, unlike that dirty, rotten bastard Alton Brown, actually appreciates a good grocery shop. God, those videos are like my fucking lifeline. Anytime I think I'm this close to ending it, FYP, good morning, y'all. Let's go on a Walmart shop. Oh, man. That just gets me going, man. I mean, screw a coffee or an energy drink. The only thing I need in the morning is CIB's just shot directly into my veins. You feel me? The Rappin' Chef. Dude. This dude makes more than raps. Fuck you. Let me tell you, the Rappin' Chef, dude. Yeah. I'm hanging out with him, honestly. Because, bro, he just gets it. He just fucking knows, okay? He got the Gordon Ramsay cosign. He's doing something right. I have to be honest, I don't know how to say this person's name. but she's like the vegan queen on TikTok. I think it's like Bailey or something. It's spelled Balle, so I could be wrong. I don't know, but I would try it once. I'm not a vegan. I do like meats. I do think that she is very creative with stuff, and I do give her props for coming up with very imaginative things, but she did tell me and the rest of the world that you can turn potatoes into cheese, and then I saw someone else recreate that, and it didn't work. So she's also a big fat liar, okay? And there's already a lot of misinformation out there. That's very rude to deceive people. Even if you're trying to protect the planet, that is still an offense, okay? Bailey, if that is your real name. Okay, God damn. Okay, next up we have... Okay, next up we have... Okay, next up we have Jake from Adventures in Art. I've been trying to do this one for like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. Some of these guys I couldn't find a picture for on Google, so I had to take a screenshot. And I didn't mean to take a screenshot when he was making that face. But it's so funny. Side note, ladies. If he makes that face, you know it's good head. Or in his case, good boar's head. So stupid. I would definitely try this stuff at least once. Because, you know, he's just making sandwiches. But he's just making sandwiches. And I mean, sometimes they're so good. You get that eye roll, bro. You get that eye roll. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Our generation is fucking doomed. The Spirit Alchemist. This guy is awesome. Okay, trying to get back on track. This guy's awesome. I love this guy. He is so wholesome. He's so adorable. He's just a little old man, a little old Canadian fella, just trying to bring some joy to the internet. It's a gorgeous thing. He makes the best looking milkshakes I've ever seen, and I love milkshakes. Because could you imagine being lactose intolerant and not being able to handle the juice from a cow's titty? Fucking pussies. I love the guy. I don't drink very often, as I stated in the last video, so a little bit of handicap because he does do cocktails and stuff. But the ice cream, the milkshakes, oh my god. I just want his cream all over me. Jamie Oliver. You think I'm having a bad hair day? Look at this motherfucker. Yeah, I don't really care for Jamie Oliver. I don't think that he needs to exist. And listen, is that just the inner Uncle Roger in me coming out? Maybe. But I've been studying this guy for a while, and I don't think he makes anything good. I honestly haven't seen a single thing that he's made that I've wanted to put in my mouth. Not only is there an inner Uncle Roger in me, there's also an inner 5-year-old. You should know this by now. Julia Child. You can't talk about food TV legends without talking about Julia Child. She's the GOAT. She's the one and only. She's like the Lucille Ball of cookery, TV cookery. Obviously, top tier. Come on. Come on. You have no brain if you think otherwise. Alex Traeger. Okay. Let me tell you something. Back at BuzzFeed, Alex Traeger, yeah, amazing, okay? Now, Bite era Alex Traeger, I think I would try it once, because she's made some good stuff. She's made some good stuff. I don't really have a joke here or anything. I just kind of blinked on this one too. It's early, bro. You guys don't know this. I'm literally recording this at like 8 in the morning. I had to get up super early so I could record this while no one else was home because I knew I was going to act a fool in this bitch. But yeah, it's very, very early. So there you go. This is not a good excuse for why this video is going to be shit. Nigella Larson, listen. I don't do drugs. I don't advocate for that shit. But Nigella Larson, honestly, would make a good caterer. She would bring the party. If you know, you know. Paula Deen. No. No. We already got Kat Cora. We already checked off the good old Southern fried person on this list. We don't need a racist coming in and ruin that shit. Shut the fuck up, garbage man. We don't need a we don't need a racist ruining our fucking food with their racism.
Speaking in black and white.
Speaking of racism, Becky Hayes. Disgusting. Oh, no. She didn't use the N-word or anything. She did something more deplorable. She put grapes on a bread soup and passed it off as a dish. That just feels racist. I don't know how, but it just fits, you heard? There was a recipe that they did for this like almond soup where literally there's 3 ingredients. It's almonds, bread, and water. You blitz it, and then you top it with more almonds, olive oil, and grapes, and you pass it off as dinner. If you serve that to me, I will kill you. That's a waste of almonds. Do you know how expensive almonds is? Selena fucking Gomez wouldn't be able to afford almonds. Speaking of Selena Gomez, you're like, why the fuck is she on this list? Well, for those of you who were kind enough and patient enough to put up with my stupidity to watch my September recap video, then you'll know that she also has a cooking show of her own called Selena and Chef. And obviously, I want to hang out with Selena Gomez. So yeah, I will choke down whatever she makes just so I can have the honor of saying, yo, I went to Selena Gomez's house and we got to cook together and it was fucking awesome. Also, side note, something I didn't get to talk about in that video when I was talking about that show. Raquel? Holy shit.
When I got pregnant, I didn't know I was pregnant and I started writing my cookbook. And every time I opened the spice tin, I wanted to throw up. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna write a cookbook if everything that I use makes me throw up? And when I talked to my friend who's a psychiatrist, she was like, have you taken a pregnancy test? I was like, of course I did, and it was negative. And she was like, maybe you should take it again.
Well, smell away. Anybody pregnant?
I can smell it from here.
No, I love
Definitely
it.
not. Oh, it's amazing.
I'm not pregnant.
There's not much action happening over here
Raquel.
with this quarantine.
I usually don't want to be that guy, right? Like, these videos are just jokes, right? This is all just an exaggeration. Or is it? No, it is. But Raquel, I can't even with her, bro. I straight up can't. She has to be the single most irritating person from any show ever.
And you've got 1 cinnamon stick. Pick a thin one. And maybe tear it in half.
Smells so good.
How long have you been cooking? Professionally? Like 20 years. Like, people always ask me if I used to cook with my mom, but in my house, it was like you weren't allowed to mess with like mom's cooking or anybody's cooking. So I wasn't really in the kitchen when I was younger. I started much later in life.
See, I love hearing that. It gives hope for us
starting later in life.
It is what it is. Some of us love it, some of us don't, and some of us have to order it from takeout.
Yeah.
If you think, even just for a second, who like the worst, most annoying character from your favorite TV show is, you want to Ted Mosby, right? Is pretty fucking annoying. No. He's got nothing on Raquel, okay? And Raquel?
What? Every time I sit down, you're like, Raquel.
And like, listen. I get that she's trying to help, right? She has this podcast. Let me tell you something, okay, about this podcast. The promos, the trailers, have the energy of fucking TikTok bits. Where it's like a fucking comedian doing a bit where it's like, this is what every podcast sounds like. But it's not like Tech Bros. It's like, you know, this self-help, empowering sort of woman, you know, fucking version.
Encourage forgiveness, encourage vulnerability, encourage kindness, supporting each other, not competing.
You don't look at the person next to you as a competition, rather they're contributing their own thing that they can do.
To have a friend be a friend. And I think a lot of times you actually gain friends by being a friend.
When we come together, we are our strongest. And that's what I hope for young girls that are watching.
Like, I love podcasts, man. Like, I talk about podcasts all the time. But holy shit, dude. This fucking... Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. Trust me.
And I think a lot of times you actually gain friends by being a friend.
This is so off topic. I'm so sorry. I a long time ago, when I fucking fell over... Yeah, do you remember that? I fucking gave up on trying to make this video serious and like the last one. I already know what I'm gonna title it now. It's gonna be the most unhinged tier list ever, because that's exactly what this is turning into. Because it's 8 a.m. and I'm losing my fucking mind. If I was like hot, all of this would be like fun to watch, but it's not, because I'm not hot. So let's get back to the list, shall we? Next up, David Seymour. David is awesome. David fucking rules. David is fucking great. I love that guy. Apparently, I didn't even know this. I've been watching this guy for years. Okay? And I just found out, like, yesterday, when I was putting this list together, that there was a petition for him to be credited on a BuzzFeed video because they straight up stole one of his recipes. Which is just wild, right? Like, holy shit. That's fucked up, you know? But the dude is awesome. He's super wholesome. His boyfriend and him, fucking couples goals, man. So fucking cute. Steven, better cherish what you have there, man. He's a treasure, okay? Don't do anything stupid. The internet will come for your fucking head. Fuck you, Steven. Better take care of that man, you hear me? Better take care of him. Ethan Chobowski. This dude, I do like him. I'm not one of those assholes. I'm not one of those assholes on TikTok who's like a fucking NPC that just comments great chicken under every video. But I'm pretty sure like if you went to his house, he would like weigh you first. He would take like your fucking BMI and shit, because he's all into like, you know, watching calories and protein, and you know, if you're gonna work out and stuff, if you're trying to like maintain your physicality, or you're trying to lose weight and stuff, you know, he's a good resource there. I don't care about that stuff. I have accepted the fact that I will live till 26, and that I will croak in the middle of eating the goddamn best apple pie you have ever seen, because it has 40 pounds of sugar in it. So it's not really my stuff, my jam, as it were. because, you know, I've never used a scale before. So, yeah, there's that. Absolutely nobody is going to watch this video. I am prepared right now that if you make it to this part in the video, you're like legally supposed to comment below something. You know how YouTubers do that? They're like, oh, if you made it to the end of this video, if you're seeing this part of the video, comment below boobies. Well, do it, asshole. What the fuck? Merle. This is the chick that I was saying tested this chick's potato cheese and saw that it did not work. So props to her. She's like kind of like a myth buster on that shit. Yeah, again, I'm not vegan, but I would be willing to try some of it. I'd probably go once a month, if invited, you know, because yeah, that's like an important part to it for some reason. Emily Mariko, dude, probably like the most famous person on this entire list. I mean, arguably, low-key, more than Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I'm eating at her place once a week. Fuck yeah, I love salmon. I love salmon, dude. Salmon, guys. I love salmon. Dude, Emily Mariko just got married, so like, fucking congratulations, that's awesome. She can actually live the title of being the ultimate TikTok wifey. Even though she's not, because we all know who gets that honor. But, you know, Emily's fucking awesome, man. Unlike Mario Batali. Piece of shit. Fucking rotten hell. Yeah, he was showing his sausage to everybody. That's disgusting. Don't do that. Finally, last but not least, Susie Vidal, who, perfect. Thanks for watching my mental breakdown. Okay, bye.